The only reason we're moving fast is because this stuff is like, oral is like not a big deal. Stomach is stomach is a big deal, and small intestine is just crazy. Because remember, the second we get into small intestine, it's just not small intestine. We have pancreas, right? Gallbladder, liver. So, the second you get into pancreas, it's just like so much stuff in your face.
That's how I feel. It really doesn't matter. I mean, like, yeah, you still want to do well. It's okay.
You want some gum up yourself?
So, what are you doing? I thought you were gonna like give her your gum. You're like, your gum is
I was just kidding, because she wanted some gum, and I was like, this is all I have.
Do it.
Get some gum.
Entertain me. I'm like so bored right now. Did I mention that George is a beast? I think I said that like 8 times already.
He is. Thank you.
He's like everything. I'm gonna be like, George, can I borrow a baby for 3 hours? I feel like pulls it out of
I know a guy.
Alright.
I used to work as the guy who knew guys.
Really?
Not kidding.
Yeah?
Like when concerts would come to town, they'd call me and I'd go work for the bands.
No way.
And it would be, hey, can you get us, 14-year-old Ginger? I think I know a guy. Let me call him.
I thought he was going to say 14-year-old girls. I was like, what kind of band is this?
I did have to procure some interesting things, but not girls.
I hope not. I mean, maybe
I do
she'd
know
be
a Russian guy,
interested,
though.
but I'm just
She looks like that kind of person.
She loves
14-year-old
girls. Okay, so we have digestive enzymes, alright, that are going to be lipases. So we have lingual lipase in here, and then when we say gastric lipases, obviously we're talking about the stomach. So if you just remember the lingual lipase and remember gastric, you just know, what do you know automatically? You know stomach, you know here. Very easy. Just know those 2 words and you know they begin there. What these gastric lipases are going to do is they're going to take triglycerides and literally cut them into 3 fatty acids, which is sweet. Cool. And also what we're going to have is we're going to have protein starting. Did I say the word protein before? No. Protein starts in my stomach. Okay? What's going to initiate this is pepsinogen. Pepsinogen is inactive. Pepsinogen converts into pepsin, and pepsin itself is an active protease. Protease, when it ends with ASC, what is it? Enzyme. When we have active protease, they're going to just break down protein. Okay? Again, first place of the GI tract to what? Break down protein. And like I said, I like to make stuff very easy for myself. So I wrote the word oral cavity, and I put number 1. I put digest carbohydrates with salivary amylase. Cool. And right next to that, I'll just keep it at that. I don't want to screw you guys over. Number 2, we're gonna break fat with lingual lipase. Cool. We're gonna break fat with lingual lipase right next to that. Parenthesis, tongue. We have to know that. And number 3 is no protein. Now we go to the stomach. There's going to be the word no in everything. Here is going to be protein. The no in the stomach is going to be, we do not digest carbohydrates. Cool? No. No carbohydrate digestion. Okay? Number 2, we are going to start protein digestion via pepsin. And number 3, we are going to continue fat digestion with gastric lipase. Now, didn't this just make your life so much easier? Versus, huh?
Gastric bypass.
The third one is continue fat digestion. The word continue means we initiated before with gastric lipase. Again, I want you to do this for everything. Make it simple, right? You know what I mean? And this is going to make more sense if you listen to what I said in the beginning and you print out those pages and you just put oral and just memorize those things. You will fly through it. And your final could be hell or it could be the easiest thing. Okay? A little more into it. Very important that you know that enzymes function on their own, on their specific pH, right? I don't know. I mean, like, you gotta remember, when I took this class, my basic background on bio was like nothing. Absolutely nothing. That enzymes all work the same. What you need to know is they have different pHs, right? What do I mean by different pHs? What do we know for the stomach? What's the pH of the lumen? Okay, what is lumen? Inside question. What is the pH of the lining? 7. Isn't that crazy? You go from like 7 to 2, and then what's the pH here?
3.
Oral cavity stuff. So
0.4.
good.
Wait, you said
You could go down a little bit lower, but the
what's the
majority.
pH of the mouth? 7. 0.4.
Yeah, I mean, you're all giggling at this. You cannot giggle. Let's not be little kids. 7.4 is a huge deal. You get to 7.3, you have issues. Again, we're giggling at it because it's the number 7.
Sorry.
But the fault is, it's like, if you have a 1-fold difference, you're gonna die. I mean, in some places, the majority of the time, like, we can handle the acidic of the stomach because we're gonna talk about we shoot proton, which stabilizes it. But if you don't have that proton, you're acidic. You're gonna die. Okay. This is the whole point of it. If you have lingual lipases, where are those at? Or if you have salivary amylase, still in the tongue, and the oral cavity, that best work at pH 7.4. What happens if you put the salivary amylase in the stomach?
It'll still work.
You're wrong. It'll get destroyed. Some of it, yeah. Some of them, yeah, I know. And the whole point of this is some of the stuff that works here gets destroyed, but some of the stuff will get continued. The majority of the lipases will usually continue. For sure, amylase likes to work at 7.4. When we think of fat, when I think of fat connecting from my mouth to my stomach, just all the way, right? Think of the same pH. Because we're gonna see that the lingual lipases and the gastric lipases, what do? They break fat, but they are not work at the same pH.